President William Ruto now says that you and I will have to go through a rougher patch as far as the cost of living is concerned, as tougher decisions have to be made in order to rescue the country's ailing economy. The address has elicited mixed reactions among leaders from across the aisle, as Elizabeth Mutuku now tells us.
The inaugural State of Nation address by President William Ruto came with a lot of expectations in the wake of skyrocketing cost of living and fuel prices, a matter legislators awaited the head of state to address. But as soon as the address was over, MPs expressed mixed reactions on the high cost of living and high cost of fuel, which they said the president was not clear on measures put in place to address this, insisting he ignored matters touching General Mwananchi. In his speech, President William Ruto was candid on subsidized fertilizer program, which he says has not only achieved bumper harvest but lowered the cost of unga as well as maize.
But the citizens at the lower bottom are really pressed. So, and when he has failed to speak about fuel, it's a disappointment.
So if the president wants to really mean well for this country, it's the right time to reflect on the reality, not just to talk to give people false hope. What's happening is basically false hope, telling people we are okay, but the truth is we are not okay. Look at how they are doing in terms of looking for resources. They have even now increased cost of getting IDs, cost of replacing IDs, cost of getting passports, without understanding even today many Kenyans cannot even afford the passport using the previous cost.
However, Kenya Kwanza Brigade were of a different opinion, praising President for what they termed as being honest with the current situation in the country, insisting the fuel prices have been influenced by global challenges and might take time before taking shape.
To see prices coming down, and if they come down, I'll actually ask all of us to go to Tanzania, because I don't believe that is going to be the case, unless they can be able to, extract their own oil. But if you're talking about global prices, now there has been the issue of why Tanzania appears to be slightly cheaper. This is because of the adjustment of the Kenyan shilling, where we have stopped this artificial propping up of the shilling. And the new governor of Central Bank, I want to congratulate him, because he has allowed the shilling to float freely, and this has actually seen a 20% depreciation of the Kenyan shilling against the Tanzanian shilling. Now we are at more realistic levels.
I know.
On the part of fuel, there are certain interventions that are just merely counterproductive. If you tell the president to now subsidize these big companies that are distributing fuel, you are actually wasting public resources, because you do it like the last administration did it. The prices never come down, but you've lost the money.
Of Azimio legislators who had expressed their displeasure in the state of economy were not sure in the chambers, but instead took to the social media criticizing the number one in command and the Kenya Kwanza government at large. Inaugural State of Nation address by President William Ruto reveals deep-seated cracks within parliamentarians along political divides, that is Azimio and Kenya Kwanza. Elizabeth Mutuku, TV 47 Pan Biddings, Nairobi.